Hey guys, welcome back to Camryn Incorporated. Tonight we're going to talk about wine again. Um, I recently started a wine, beer, and book club with my husband because we own a bar in Lake Worth, Florida called Sugar Plum, and the Grumbling Growler, art gallery, wine, and beer bar. So recently, with the current pandemic, we had to close our doors and figure out a new way to offer our services to the public. So we decided to start a delivery service for all those people who miss having their wine, miss having their beer, and also love books. Um, I also started a bookstore in 2017 when my around the time my husband and I met, and he helped me take that to another level. So between the bookstore, the um, the product that we have at the bar, and our staff from the art gallery, we have made a combined. We make up a community of wine loving, beer loving, art community service singers and artists, and we've come together and created the Sugar Plum and the Grumbling Growler, which has now created the SPNGG Club, which you can join, become a member, and we have all sorts of fun things. You can buy wine, you can buy beer, you can buy the combination of either one of those and a book once a month or a series. So it's fun. There's a lot of fun things that we have planned for the future. So tonight I'm going to focus on our rosé selection. Someone asked me earlier where we get our wines from, and our selection is from the selection we have at the bar. We work with distributors throughout South Florida, and usually we order our wine, we order our beer, and we have enough for the events that usually start Wednesday night through Sunday night, and then people will rent the space out. But because of social distancing, we can't do that right now. So we have decided to bring the fun to you. Um, so to start, the website is live. However, there's a few things that we're still working on, like the questionnaire. Earlier today, um, a friend and a customer asked, you know, how do I know what wines you guys have? So right now you can sign up for a membership, but we don't have the list. All of the wines that we have available aren't up there yet. So we're working on that. It's only been live for 2 days. So tonight we're going to focus on our rosé collection. So I have three, one of which is not a part of our delivery service, but I just wanted to do the comparison as far as the taste. So we have the box wine from Target, from the days of actually being able to go into Target. Miss that. Miss Target. But anyway, no promotion there. Just personal preference.
Pay us, Target.
So no, just kidding. He's just kidding. Anyway, so let's start. First off, there is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of bright. Okay, see the bright light is kind of blocking it, babe. You can't really see the label so much. Can you see that? No, now you really can't see it. Now it's super dark. Well, it's Rosé Val de Loire, and I don't speak French, so
Val de Loire.
Val oops. See, you want to just say yeah.
Val de Loire. My French isn't that great either.
My French is horrible, but this is one of our selections, and I'm drinking it right now. It will be up on the website, spnggclub.com, and you will be able to Purchase it. Right now, the majority of our wines are anywhere from $11 to $15 a bottle, so they're pretty affordable. Obviously, we can't sell them by the glass right now. We are starting a service with mini bottles, but at the moment, we're sticking with the big bottles, and we're shipping them via UPS, Standard Mail, and FedEx where it's allowed. If you go to the website, SPNGG, spandggclub.com, and you try to select a membership, it will, for now, it won't let you ship to a state that we don't ship to. So we've started adding those states. So for instance, Utah, sorry, we don't ship to you. There's a few, I think Georgia, there's a few other states that we don't ship to. So we have to stick within the guidelines. And unfortunately, there's a few states that we can't ship to. But good news, if you are stuck in South Florida, no offense, I mean, I grew up in South Florida, so I shouldn't say that. If you live in South Florida, within 30 miles of the bar, which would be most places in Palm Beach County, a few places in Broward County, which would include Fort Lauderdale, the East Side, and I don't think we go all the way to Miami, but it depends on how our delivery drivers are feeling that day, because our delivery drivers are also our bartenders. All proceeds from the sale of our wines go towards making sure that our staff have work while this pandemic is going on. Yes, we did apply for the loans that they said that business owners could apply for. And I'm sure you know, they ran out of money before they actually gave any of those loans out to business owners. So by doing this, by having this service, we are able to keep all of our staff working, and we're very proud of that. So anyway, join me in drinking some rosé. It's pretty good. It's a little bit dry. So if you like sweet wine, this is probably not the one that you want to go with. Oops, I'm actually drinking the wrong one. Oops, hold on one second. I haven't actually opened this one yet. This is what happens when you drink wine and you try to talk about it. Okay, so right now I'm actually drinking, how do you say this, babe? The COTES, what is it? Cotes? Cote?
I think so.
Yeah, see the light, because the light is directly on the label, it's not coming out.
Côte de Provence.
Right, but the light is, because it's white on white, but is there any way possibly to maybe have the light come down on me so that without it, because since it's white on white, it's like blank, it's blocking out. That might help, actually, you think?
A little better?
It does. But the, I don't know. Louis Bernard. Both rosés that we're talking about tonight are products of France. Francais. It's one of my favorite. Paris is one of my favorite places, and I was actually running a contest that that I was going to send someone to Paris around now. Can't do that. But when this is all, by next year, we'll have that contest up and running again through my wine label, K Marine Wines, spelled just like my YouTube page, K Marine Inc. Through K Marine Wines, I actually have a label, but we're not here to talk about my wine label today. We'll do that a different day. And I'll probably have somebody else talk about it, because I'm not very objective when it comes to the wine that I created. So we're going to stick to other people's wine for now. Okay. So I promise by the next time I talk about French wines, I will be able to pronounce it. Okay. So the thing about Cote de Provence is that it's a twist off. See, a lot of wine snobs don't like the twist off. They don't feel that it's authentic because it doesn't have the cork. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm not a wine snob. I am a wine snob. I love my corks. Okay. These are all of the wines that I've sampled in the past 2.5 weeks of being on quarantine. It's been interesting. So yes, I do love a good wine with a good cork, but I don't discriminate. I don't mind a twist off as long as it tastes good and it's fresh. And this is a 2016 rosé from France, so it's pretty good. So this one is one of the ones that we will have listed on the spandggclub.com website. My husband Nico, he will be the one that's talking about the beer through his channel, right, honey?
Yes.
So I'm not going to tell you when he's going to do it. That is on him to do. But I'll be focusing on the wine and the books. Hey, really? Really?
I said really, and it could have probably would have went indoor. Just
Why not? It's a loud sound with water. That's gonna make them want to go pee.
Wow. I'm filling up ice trays, people.
So anyway, it's good, honey. Would you mind passing me another 2 glasses?
Sure.
Another thing that we have on the spandggclub.com website is wine openers. Another friend of mine / client / COO for my Cameron Wines label mentioned that when I sent her the bottles to taste, that she didn't have a wine opener to open them with. So she still has some unopened bottles at the house. If it were me, I would have already gotten the wine opener because, closed bottles of wine don't last very long. With
Stem glass or stemless, love?
Stem, please. So, and the wine opener. Thanks, babe. So, when it comes to rosé, you can. I'm a little old-fashioned in that I love a nice stemmed glass. Thank you. The only glass that I won't drink rosé out of is the flute, the one that you drink champagne out of, because not only because it's fancy, but because it doesn't hold enough wine. Wine flute, champagne. I'm not saying I can't go through a whole bottle of champagne, but honestly, there's only so much champagne a person can drink because it has bubbles, so it can be a little bloating. Whereas rosé, at least flat rosé, goes down nice. So you want a good sized glass for it to go in. So we're going to move on to the first one that I was talking about that I forgot I wasn't drinking. And this one is the Val de Loire. Hopefully I said it right this time. So this should be fun. I'm going to open it on camera. Should be interesting. Oh, why do I love wine? Who do I think I am? Starting a wine club with my husband and starting a wine label. Like, am I a sommelier? No, I am not a sommelier. I paid for college with my bartending skills. Really? Paid for college with my bartending skills. And actually, that's where I fell in love with wine. When I tell this to people, this story of my background, and why I love wine so much and why I want to sell it and be a part of it, they are usually shocked to find out that it's for the simple reason that I really liked wine. I was a server. Most people know of servers as waitresses, but it stuck with me working at Ruby Tuesdays almost 20 years ago that we were called servers instead of waitresses. So I'm a proud ex server slash bartender slash hostess slash whatever they wanted me to be between Ruby Tuesdays, Cheesecake Factory, and Carrabba's. And none of those companies are paying for me to say that. But it was a good experience. And I did learn a lot about wine as a result. So let's get this open because obviously my husband is getting ready to make some tequila, which you can hear because the speakers on these computers are pretty good. So I'm going to focus on opening this and see what we can do here. Okay. This is a good opener. It's not one of the ones that we have for sale. It's a fancy one. As a matter of fact, I think this is one I got as a gift a couple of years back. The reason why I like these is whether or not you're good at opening wine bottles with one of these, you can look like a pro. Okay. Unlike these that you probably need to be a pro to make these bad boys work. I mean, I spilled a lot of wine on people my days working at Cheesecake Factory. It wasn't nice. The wine key. If you're good at opening wine and you're not worrying about like breaking cork or spilling the wine all over someone that you're trying to impress, then yeah, go for it. But if you're like most people and you're new to the wine world and popping bottles, then I suggest you stick with one of these. The nice thing about these guys is this little part right here. So say you're into wine and your significant other, whoever he or she may be, prefers beer. Like I love wine, my husband loves beer. So having a bottle opener at the top and the wine opener at the bottom is a win-win for everyone. Okay. But this one is for yours truly because there's no bottle opener on the top. So let's get this bad boy open, right? It's Friday night. We're all stuck at home. Might as well drink some wine. Honestly, you should really take that off before you open it with the little knife or whatever, but it needs to be fancy tonight, right? I have one person following me, so yay. Might be me following me. I don't know. I'm new to this. Has a nice color. It's a little fizzy. It's nice. We'll put this, I don't know if I can get a better, oh yeah, there we go. 2018. Rosé doesn't have a strong smell. It's not like smell it. Most rosés, I can't say all, but the ones that I'm familiar with don't typically have a very strong scent. You know, there's not too much of a difference in the taste. A little bit more of an aftertaste than the Provence, but still good, light. Honestly, to tell you the truth, I would prefer to drink rosé in the daytime. But as you know, or maybe if you don't, we have children, and everyone's homeschooled right now. Yay! So drinking wine in the middle of the day is kind of impossible when you got the kids running around in the background and you're part laundromat slash tutor slash teacher slash warden, cook, cleaner, and business person. Yeah, it's good times. No complaints though, because I'm definitely learning more about our children each day, and I'll never forget this time. I'm being positive. Okay, so those are our two rosés. Let's see if I can get this one a little bit closer to the camera. This is a 2016. This one has a slight aftertaste. But not everybody might, catch that. I prefer red wine. Red wine is my thing. I love a good full bodied cab. But I realized on this wine journey that I've been on since 2013, which is when I started my wine label, I realized that I have to be open to different types of wine. So with that said, rosé is a good afternoon post brunch wine. Like a brunch, if it's Sunday with my girls, I definitely prefer a mimosa with a good, shoe doesn't even have to be that great of a champagne. Champagne, sparkling white, throw some orange juice in there. I'm happy. But now if we're talking about an afternoon deck party or spring, then yeah, rosé is nice. Now, nighttime, when my husband and I used to be able to go out to eat, yeah, kind of miss that a little. Just a little. It's not a big deal. Those days will be back again. And honestly, after all of this, I think we are going to go out a lot less. And just support more local places as much as possible. We do miss just a quick shout out to some of our local favorites because we're in Lake Worth Beach. Our bar is in Lake Worth Beach, Florida. And some of our favorite bars and friends work off of Clematis, which is in downtown West Palm Beach. And we miss our buddy Melanie over at Batch.
Megan.
So, did I say Melanie? Megan, sorry, Megan. Oh, look, I think I have two people. Is that you, honey? Yay, my husband is now watching me from here. This is awesome. Now, Megan, sorry, not Melanie. But I did get the restaurant right? It's Batch?
Yes.
Yeah, which is off of Clematis, close to the water. Every Thursday night, we would catch up with her and tequila, and it was great. So we do miss that. But other than that, I don't really miss going out. I'm really proud of our staff over at Sugar Plum and the Grumbling Growler. They have truly made the best of the situation. Having virtual open mic nights on Friday night, where before we would do it maybe once a month, and now we're doing it every Friday night. And that's really, really exciting. She's literally on camera, babe. She's on camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and well, that was it for this evening because even though it's nighttime, doesn't seem to matter and kids are home. So I will try this again on a different night and we'll see how it goes. If you did tune in, which right now it just looks like it's me and my husband, I'll have more stuff, more substance, more blah 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 about wine the next time you tune in, which will probably be tomorrow night. I'm going to keep on doing this until I perfect it, or at least I feel more comfortable. And whether or not it turns out good, I can't lose faith. Got to keep doing it because it can't get better if you don't do it at all, right? Makes sense? So happy wine drinking. I'm not really going to go into the box wine because it means I have to get up and go get the box wine. And I wasn't really that impressed with it. I keep it around because it would be a waste to throw it in the garbage. Can you imagine throwing wine in the garbage? Anyway, have a great night. Happy wine drinking. And hope to see you soon. Camerine out.